Today, a new patch has been released for Flight Simulator 2020. It bumps up the version of Flight Simulator to 1.15.10.0 and it fixes one of the most annoying issues introduced as part of World Update number 4, and that was the framerate stuttering, which was caused by custom liveries being used in multiplayer mode. And as a lot of us are using the custom liveries, it affected, I would say, a lot of users. It sometimes depended on the time of the day, right? So for example, if you tried in the morning hours, it was not happening a lot, or sometimes even switching to a different online server fixed the issue. However, Asobo acknowledged the issue, and that's lucky for us because they now brought a fix for it. And that's not the only fix which is included. There's also a fix for the live weather system to improve accuracy globally. There were also some reports that the weather was not accurate anymore, or not as accurate anymore as it was earlier. So those are two nice fixes, and it's good that Asobo released an update for it. Here we see a large airplane coming our way. So let's move around a bit. And it's also directly a very good test to see, okay, hey, what's going on, right? Because this really 100% a custom livery. So let me break it a bit, and then because I'm going far too fast, and then go to the drone mode, because actually when you could see the issue a lot was when I would say circling around the aircraft using the drone mode. I tried it when after World Update number 4, and it caused a lot of issues. It was stuttering and stuttering continuously, and it looks like it has been being fixed. It's always a matter of a few days to see if it has really been fixed, right? Because it could be that other people are still having the issue. So I'm keeping an eye on the forums to see if the issue is still there. But it looks good. Not a lot of issues here. So let me continue taxiing to the runway and then take off to see if that also works smooth. Because there were also some issues with that, at least that I experienced. In the meantime, we're seeing a lot of other aircrafts, right, with custom liveries, so that it looks okay, to be honest. For those who didn't download the update yet, there's still some work to do, because it's not some work to do. Yeah, there is still some work to do. As you look at the HC screen, right, the HC screen is also screwed up for some reason, and that also was not before World Update number 4, so let's see if that's being fixed in the next update. But I would say that's not the most annoying issue, right? If you download the update, it will come via the Microsoft Store. It's approximately 1 gigabyte, so it's, I would say, not that big compared to the World Update itself. It's doable. Once you start Flight Simulator, it will work. And keep in mind that those updates are always mandatory, so you need to install them, else you can't play Flight Simulator. At least I didn't find a way. It looks like it's a little bit the same as with the Xbox, right? If you want to go online with your Xbox, you need to install the latest updates. Same thing is also applicable for other gaming consoles. So we're almost at the runway 22 Romeo. And then we're gonna fly over New York, because that has a lot of photogrammetry stuff in it and also caused some issues. And tuning into the tower. Oh, I'm driving too far. It was already the runway which we needed to use. So let's request takeoff clearance.
Kennedy Tower Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha ready for departing straight out at runway 22 right. Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha cleared for takeoff runway 22 right departing straight out approved.
Can acknowledge.
Cleared for takeoff runway 22 right Cessna Golf Sierra
And now let's
Alpha.
hope that the other aircraft waits. It looks like it does, and it's also a good test, right? So to see, okay, do we see anything happening there? Still goes pretty smooth, must say. So we're flying south. Some buildings there, but not too much, as you can see. Until now everything is, let's say, working pretty smooth. It's not stuttering and stuttering like it did before. While on this menu I want to check if there is also custom toolbar is also working, so that's good. Let me try one thing which I observed. This is also working. I was testing the options menu, and the options menu didn't work correctly directly after installing the update for some reason. Not sure why not. But now it looks like to work again.
Alaska 406 cleared to land runway 4 right. Follow the aircraft on final. 123 Niner at sight. Caution the generic landing runway 4 left.
This also works pretty well, right? So nothing strange. So we're gonna turn a bit. And the reason I'm testing this in most cases, flying away from a big city in most cases will increase the frame rate and wouldn't cause the issue. So now let's fly to New York and see what happens with the frame rate.
Kennedy Tower Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha frequency change.
As you can see, it's roughly 30 frames per second on average. It's already dropping a bit. It's pretty stable. Also looking at the I would say the charts here, although you see the render thread is hit many times, values look like to have improved. Initially after update number 4 saw almost some of the let's say factors, especially the render thread was continuously I would say red and continuously being displayed, and there were the render thread was completely in red would say almost all of the time. And it looks like that's something that also has changed there. Although there are also some rumors that it was caused by a Windows hotfix, which caused some issues with NVIDIA cards. That's also something I think which has changed now, right? There is a new NVIDIA driver being released. I installed it, so it could also be related with that. Now we're coming closer to New York City, so let's wait and see how that works. Still looks pretty smooth, even frame rates up to 35. So frame rates are even increasing. But yeah, that's using a different view, so that's not how you always need to compare the view with the exactly other view, right? Because it needs to update some other things here also when in the cockpit. But until now, I would say I'm pretty happy with how it works. Say after World Update number 4 was pretty disappointed about the performance, but there are still some airports. So for example, Rotterdam Airport, I still don't understand is the frame rate there is really low. I heard someone on my channel also posted a comment about that he also experienced the issue. So still pretty smooth, no weird issues. And we're coming closer and closer, right? We're almost to the, I would say, to Manhattan, so. And once we're at Manhattan, we will stop with the video, because if that works good, then I'm pretty convinced that the update which has been released fixes some of the issues. Again, not all of the issues, but right, this was even impossible, I would say, prior. After the World Update number 4, it was causing a lot of issues. I'm wondering what they fixed, or if they simply disabled using custom liveries in multiplayer sessions. But that's a different question, and probably we will never will find the answer for that one.
Alaska 406 exit, runway with able.
Still pretty happy, it's still around 30 frames. It's between 90 or 30. Let's go outside. Also not too bad. Let me check one thing, just to be sure, right? And that's to make sure that the photogrammetry mode is on, because you sometimes see that after an update, especially after the world updates, you see that the Bing data world graphics and the photogrammetry mode is switched off. But in this case, it's switched on, so even then, it still works pretty smooth. So based on that, I would say I'm pretty happy as for now, right? I still probably need to fly a little bit more with it to make, I would say, correct judgments about it. But it looks like that the hotfix indeed fixed the issue, especially about the multiplayer issue, which is great, because it allows us to do multiplayer games again. Here ends this video. I hope you liked it. If you liked it, then consider to use the like button. If you got questions or comments, then please feel free to leave the comment in the comment box below the video. And if you want to stay up to date about new videos I'm posting, then consider subscribing to my channel. Thanks for watching and see you next time.